Bad. What's up, brothers? It's your boy Katie back at it again. And I want to start off by giving a shout out to my man's Lord Tyron Joe over at BZNZ Internet Talk. We have been discussing freedom of speech and if we really truly have it in this corporation called the United States of America. And so none other than a great opportunity to scrutinize something that apparently happened back in May with an Alabama pastor and being arrested by police officers. So sit back, relax while we scrutinize this.
Now to the black pastor arrested by Alabama police as he was watering his neighbor's garden while they were out of town. TJ Holmes is with us now and what Pastor Michael Jennings is saying after the ordeal. Good morning to you.
All right, Stray. Driving while black, walking while black, golfing while black, swimming while black, napping while black, staying in an Airbnb while black.
Doing gymnastics while black, sneezing while black, hopscotch while black, jump rope while black, double dutch while black, smoking while black, holding hands, kissing in the park while black. Did I miss anything? Come on, TJ. I see you try to start off with those shenanigans. Baby.
Sitting in a Starbucks while black, bird watching while black. It's become a part of our vernacular here. And look, you and I talked about plenty of these stories here. Add to this now, watering your neighbor's plants while black. That's what this pastor was doing, and police were called on him. And now we have this police body cam video that shows how he goes from literally a water hose to handcuffs in just a couple of minutes.
I ain't did nothing suspicious or nothing wrong. Told him I'm a pastor. I pastor until I don't want to hear you. Sir. You want to lock me up? Lock me up.
Man, y'all better stop playing with Pastor. He about to slap fire out of y'all. And y'all gonna be on that altar all night tearing for the Holy Ghost. I feel a swift rebuke on the way, baby.
This newly released police body camera video shows the arrest of an Alabama pastor who was watering his neighbor's plants.
Do what you got to do. Go on and lock me up.
This past spring, Pastor Michael Jennings was doing a favor for a neighbor who'd asked him to water their plants while they were out of town. But police arrived and started questioning him.
This vehicle is not supposed to be here, and you're not supposed to be here.
Who's saying that?
You know what? I don't know what's the mixture in that neighborhood, if it's predominantly white, whatever the case may be. But when he said, "Who said that?" I already knew. He already had an idea of the Karen that was on his mind.
I'm Pastor Jennings. I live across the street.
You're Pastor Jennings?
Yes, I'm looking out for their house while they gone.
Okay.
Watering their flowers.
Yeah, I'm just looking after their house while they gone. You better move head on. I'm just watering these flowers. But I can show slap fire at you for hours and hours and hours. What you want, officer? I want to know who called you. Who was it? Was it that Karen over there? Let me know.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Now, do you have, like, ID and all?
Oh, no, man. I'm not going to give you no ID.
Why not?
I ain't did nothing wrong.
And if you're not one to identify yourself,
Who called y'all?
that's what we got to figure out.
I ain't did nothing suspicious or nothing wrong. Told him I'm a pastor. I pastor until I don't want to hear you. Sir. You want to lock me up? Lock me up.
Pastor Mike, a real old man, boy. A real old man. I ain't got time for y'all. Y'all gonna arrest me, just arrest me. I'm so tired of y'all and these Karens. I'm trying to water these bushes. Real talk, though, man. He ain't got to show them his ID. He on private property. He've already made an agreement with the owners of the house.
We're just trying to talk to you, man. Come here. Look, man, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone, dude. Just calm down, okay?
No.
Stop.
Do what you got to do. Go on and lock
Okay.
me up. I told you I'm a pastor.
Okay, look, man.
Who called y'all?
You know what? I had an opportunity to watch the original video in its entirety. It's about 20 minutes. I do plan to show clips of that to you all. But I'm going to tell you, this particular officer right here, in my opinion, he changed the whole spirit and the whole aura of the whole encounter. And I think he made this situation go way worse. If it would have just been the original officer and the pastor, I think it would have went better than this.
You have to identify yourself.
All I did is said, hey, man, do you live here? No. Is that your car? No.
The pastor was eventually put in the back of a squad car. A woman soon arrives on scene, identifies herself as a neighbor, and vouches for Pastor Jennings.
I'm going to tell you, man, this is one of those reasons why I really love body cams now, man, because, man, these officers, they be straight up lying. Now, the dude is crazy. Like, that encounter was not that cut and dry. You walk up, you see this man, you know, you just saying that you asked him for his ID and who he was. Look, he's watering grass. He's not just some random dude standing there watering grass.
He lives right there, and he would be watering their flowers. This is probably my fault.
So Karen. It wouldn't be an altercation without Karen. And it seems like all y'all white people don't know how to just say, you messed up. They don't know how to say they messed up and take them out the handcuffs. And you over here talking about it's probably my fault. Fool, you called him. Now you want to talk about their friends and he has every right to be over there. Man, get out of here.
She says she is the one who made the initial call to police.
So you called not because of a car, but because you thought you saw someone besides him?
Right, I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, I got to keep their flowers watered. I got to keep their flowers watered while they down. You okay?
Yeah, you okay. As soon as I get up out these handcuffs and I get back to the crib, I'm going to make sure I strangle you, choke you out with that water hose and throw you down into the baptismal water. You going down in Jesus' name, you old scallywag, Karen broad, you. Just scallywag, heathen.
Jennings spoke to GMA about the ordeal.
You know, it was kind of surreal at that moment because I'm wondering, why is this happening? I was thinking if I did something wrong or resisted, that I could have been shot. So I was trying to cooperate, even though I didn't understand what was going on. I was agitated, I was angry, but I knew to comply.
I'm going to tell you what you did wrong, Pastor. You walked about 100 yards too far, about 100 feet too far. And you shouldn't have been over there in them neighbors' grass because don't nobody out there respect you. And that's why they took Karen's word over yours. And that's what happens in America. No freedom of speech for the black man.
The 56-year-old maintains this was a case of racial profiling.
You racial profiling?
We're not racial profiling.
Yes,
No, sir. We're not about that.
I told you I was here watering the flowers.
How do I know that's the truth? Anybody?
I had the water hose in my hand.
Throughout the video, police can be heard suggesting that the situation might have been different if Jennings had provided identification.
It doesn't matter if pastor or if he's a pastor or not. Like, the thing is, he seems like a nice enough, reasonable guy. Just talk to us, man.
Alabama law allows police to ask someone for identification in a public place if they reasonably suspect that person of committing a crime.
Which is what I said from the jump. They was on private property. You imagine somebody trying to pull you over in your driveway? Do that in the public parking lot or something. Leave these people alone. Because at the end of the day, you should be taking them out of handcuffs, especially once Karen admitted that she was the one called you guys. But see, they don't want to lose control.
To be shackled and to have your freedom taken away from you, you know, it's something else. It's dehumanizing. And I thought, you know, why would they be doing this? It's something that it gives you nightmares. It gives you nightmares afterwards.
Jennings maintains there was no crime, given he was on private property with permission.
The neighbor, a white woman, they took her word as the gospel truth. But the pastor who preached the gospel every Sunday, they didn't take his word at all.
The pastor was charged with 1 count of obstruction of government operation. That charge was later dropped.
Of course they dropped it because they got to save face because Pastor Jennings filed suit. And so the best thing they can do is drop charges that they should have dropped the day that they put him in handcuffs, trying to establish control because they knew they had no control. They had no control because they allowed Karen to call in and then say, I probably am the one that messed this up. And they were too proud. Now, bigger issue.
For now, Pastor Jennings, says he's leaning on his faith.
My faith has helped me a lot because I knew that God would work the situation out. You have to forgive people because, you know, you can't judge people and hold things against people.
The pastor does say plans to file a lawsuit. Police department say they have no comment on this because of pending litigation. Guys, everybody involved here. The woman who called, maybe questions about what you could look at her story, say, why would you call? People look at the police and say, you could have handled this differently. This is not good community policing. Police will look at him. People will look at him and say, hey, just show the ID. This didn't have to happen. Everybody could have done something a little better in this situation. And guys, the gut punch in this is at the end of this video, his wife shows up on scene when he's in the back of the car, brings his ID. Police at that point say, we can't unarrest him. And he still ends up in jail.
Yes, we already look like fools. So pride is telling us, keep them in these handcuffs. we're going to go through full formalities. And that's why your man over there, Pastor Jennings, I see you. Pastor Jennings say he going to say like your boy told Steven Seagal in Hard to Kill. And you can take that to the bank. Jennings say he taking y'all to the bank.
So maybe we can all learn something from this.
Well, that's the thing, too. The neighbor came out, acknowledges a mistake, yet they still made the charge that was dropped later. That's extraordinary.
And again, we're all learning something. This is about community policing and having a better relationship. This could have been handled by everybody differently. Did you have to haul the pastor off to jail? People will ask that question. So, guys, just unfortunate. But hopefully everybody learns something.
We're learning, TJ. You're doing these stories too often.
Yeah, you know, you're not having too many of these conversations, Trey.
Yep, no doubt.
Yes, no doubt. And we plan to keep our eyes on this, gentleman. Look forward to me releasing some future footage of that altercation. But for now, we up out of here. Baby.
Thank you.